to the first review of Hanime on Autism 2020. And in saying that this will probably be the shortest review I've ever done, but given that it's on a short film, that's not too surprising. Though trust me when I say, this is in fact a very, very special short. Why? Because quite frankly, this is actually one of the best animated pieces of work on autism that I've seen in, well, ever. Excluding actual animated films that do talk about it, but still, this has been the best one I've seen. Trust me, and I'll explain why. And with that being said, let's get started with today's review on Loop. Part of Pixar's Spark shorts, Loop is about two teenagers named Marcus and Renee at a canoeing camp who are asked to take one loop around a lake for one day together. The issue? Renee is autistic and nonverbal, and Marcus has no interest of getting through the trip with her. Though the two have an obvious communication problem, this sweet short shows that despite one's differences, you can make quick friends and get through anything. I'll get straight to the point here. This short is absolutely wonderful. And yes, a lot of that comes from its portrayal of autism. This short does a great job of portraying what someone with autism might look and act like. But that's because the creators of the short reached out to the Autism Self-Advocacy Network as consultants for Renee's character. I feel like because the creators used actual testimony from people who are in fact autistic, we get a pretty tasteful and believable portrayal of autism. Loop doesn't portray Renee as someone who is incompetent, even though her behavior can be frustrating and hard to understand at times, even for the audience. It shows that she's just a little different and interprets her world in a different way. And even putting the short's view on autism aside, this is still a great story about two people who are very different from each other becoming friends despite what obstacles they have to overcome. I also have to praise the creators for casting an actual nonverbal autistic person for the role of Renee. Madison Bandy does a great job in this role, and especially knowing what accommodations the creators made for her to actually make this happen, it's amazing. All around, I have almost nothing but praise for this short. Still, I wouldn't be doing my job here if I didn't make one criticism. And if there is one thing that I would have liked to have seen in this, I really would have liked to have seen a more story-driven approach. The short is very much character-driven, and you get that feeling from the minute Marcus and Renee set off on their trip. But I felt like the short, story-wise, left on an unfinished note. I mean, their task was to canoe around the lake and back, and we never really see them accomplish that. As irrelevant as it sounds, I thought it would have been nice if the short ended with them finishing what they were supposed to do. Even so, the story is not about that. It's about two different people with their own set of challenges becoming friends. And I think any change to that would have ruined the overall message. It's character-driven for a reason, and I admire it for that. And as I said, besides that, I have nothing but praise for this short. I really could tell, as somebody who is on the spectrum, that a lot of work and a lot of research went into this. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Pixar, and thank God we have a wonderful and tasteful portrayal of autism. And so that wraps up today's review. As always, thank you so much for watching, and Be sure to stick around for part 2 of Hanime on Autism, where I answer the question, what happens when you give someone with autism a gun? The short answer to that, you get Batman as an autistic assassin. As weird as that sounds, I'll explain it when it comes closer to time to premiere the review. Till next time,